Hello, coaches. Oh, didn't you just love that little beautiful, peaceful music? Thank you so much for joining me. This is another live stream with Sha-day Johnson here in the Paper Bell Society Automation Made Easy for Coaches Facebook group. And today we are going to be talking about the one thing that's keeping you from having more space and creativity in your business. So, make sure you drop your questions in the chat, say hello, let me know where you're watching from. I am actually going live in multiple places right now. I'm testing this out. The primary place where this live is held is obviously the Paper Bell Society Facebook group, but I also am going live over on my YouTube channel. So if you're not subscribed to that, definitely subscribe, give me a like on this video. And I'm also going live on my Facebook business page, which I don't really pay attention to very much. So I thought, oh, let me show some love over there as well. So wherever you're watching from, welcome and thank you for joining me. I am so excited about this training because I actually created slides for once. I decided, you know what? Let me help out the visual learners in my community and actually get some slides created so that hopefully that'll add a little razzle dazzle to my live. So definitely let me know in the chat or in the comments what if you like the slides, or if you're like, no, go back to just talking. We hate it. So let's go ahead and get started. This time we're not having any eyebrow issues. If you watched last week's live stream, I accidentally rubbed mine off, my perfectly arched eyebrows right before the stream went live. So it was like, well, here we go. We got to just do it anyway, do it live. So let's go ahead and get started. So, in case you're wondering, who I am, because maybe we haven't met yet. I'm Sha-day Johnson, and I am the tech strategist and YouTuber for coaches. And I specialize in helping you with streamlining and automating your coaching business. So all of the behind the scenes techie stuff that goes into having a wildly successful coaching business, that is what I'm here to do. And what I'm here to teach you about. And I started the Paper Bell Society because my favorite tool for coaches, as you can see, is Paper Bell. It is, okay, it's really bugging me that my bra strap is showing. I should have chosen another one. It's a sports bra. So obviously, girls, it goes like in. Anyway, so I love Paper Bell. Paper Bell is awesome. And it helps you to take payments, schedule appointments, schedule coaching sessions, and helps you with your client management. So I created this group to create a community of coaches who are using Paper Bell, because Paper Bell is made specifically for coaches, which is why I love it so much. So let's go ahead and get started with the training of why, or the one thing that you need to get your more space and creativity in your business. So let me go ahead and share my screen, just one, so that we can go ahead and get this started. Okay, so I'm using a new tool called Restream to stream to all these places in case you're curious. So this is only my second time using it, so I'm still learning it. And hopefully I share the things that I want to share. Let's see, hold on one second. So let me get my things ready. You know what I think I did? Oh, okay, I got it. Sorry about that. So I switched screens on the one I wanted to, it's not important. We're just gonna share it now and go from there. So here is the wonderful slide presentation. Okay, so live training, the one thing keeping you from having more space and creativity in your coaching biz. Let's see what it is. So the reason I wanted to do this training today is because I have worked with a lot of coaches. I've also just spoken with a lot of coaches, had many conversations. And one thing that I noticed is that you are all craving more time to create in your business, meaning, create a new program, create a new group program, create a new course, create all these things. And yet you feel so bogged down with all of the little things that you have to do in your business every day. So you want to focus on bigger projects, you want to hit your next level goals, and you want to stop spending all of your precious time doing the stuff you don't love. And so that was what inspired me to create this training today, so I can share the one thing that you can do to basically cure that problem. So, what is that one thing? You need systems. Yes, systems, my friends, my lovely coaches. Systems is what is going to cure this problem of you feeling frazzled all the time, of you wanting to have more freedom in your business. And so today I'm going to be sharing what a system is, as well as what systems you can actually start to implement in your coaching business today. So starting today, I want you to walk away from this training feeling like, okay, I learned something, let me go implement it and start having more time to create this amazing coaching program that I want to launch this year. So let's start with, what is a system? A system is a specific method or way of doing something in your business. So let me give you a few examples. One example is the process for creating a new blog post. So if you have a website, you probably have a blog, and blogs are super helpful because it helps people to discover you and, helps you show your expertise in your coaching field. And so creating a new blog post can actually be systemized. I don't ever know if it's systemized or systematized. I could be making one of those words up, but you can create a system for doing something like a blog post. So the system that you create is all of the steps that go into idea all the way to a published post. So there's going to be lots of things in between there, like obviously picking the idea, doing research on the idea. Since it's a blog post, doing SEO keyword research, creating a blog graphic, creating the outline for the blog, then actually finalizing or writing the first draft, and then writing the final draft, and then what day you're going to schedule it each week. There's lots of things. And so following those steps is the system that you've created to make sure you get that blog post created to your liking every single time. Another example is how you onboard new clients. So this is crucial for a coaching business because last week I talked about creating a VIP client experience. And if you missed that, go ahead and check the replay on that was last Wednesday. And you'll see that creating a onboarding system is going to be super helpful, because what happens is, especially when you're first starting in your business, you don't have a system in place. So you kind of just do everything willy-nilly, which, you got to start somewhere. So that's okay. But you do everything willy-nilly, which will work for the first few clients. But after a while, it's going to get crazy. It's gonna get chaotic. And so hold on, one thing I just realized, I want to go ahead and hide this. There we go. So I took away the border so you can actually see the slides. So things are going to get chaotic if you don't have a system for onboarding clients. And what that's going to do is that's going to hurt you and your client. For one, it's going to hurt your client because maybe they don't get the materials that they're supposed to get before you start your actual coaching program, or maybe they haven't even paid you yet, but they already scheduled their first session because you missed a step in your system or something. Or it's chaotic. And so it's going to hurt you as well, because it's going to create more work for you on your side. So having an onboarding system for your new clients is one example. And then let's see, do I have another example? I believe I do. No, I don't. So Basically, systems allow you to move quickly and smoothly through the steps without forgetting anything, because those same steps are going to be repeated every time. And this, my lovely coaches, is what is the secret sauce for having more freedom in your business, having more space to just be, having more room for creativity. Because what happens is, if you don't have a system for all of the little things and the little repetitive things, especially that you do in your business, it's going to take up so much more of your mental energy. And taking up that mental energy means you're not going to have any energy to put into the things you actually love doing and that you want to be doing, like launching your new coaching programs. So systems will do this for you. It'll allow you to have a more smooth and seamless experience inside of your own business. So think about every aspect of your business for a moment. This is how you're going to start creating systems for yourself. I'm going to share some examples of what you can start doing, systems you can start creating today. But you probably have a system for everything you do, whether you realize it or not, which is a good thing. It's just you haven't been thinking of it in the way of an actual organized workflow. So, a couple things, or two of the top systems that I recommend for your coaching business, are lead generation and client onboarding. These are arguably the top two, in my opinion, that you need to start with. Lead generation, obviously, you need to have a system for getting leads into your business, because without leads and without paying clients, you just have an expensive hobby. Trust me, been there, done that, don't want to go back. We're done with visiting that park, okay? So start with your lead generation system. I'm going to share in the next couple slides exactly what steps should be in those systems for you. And if you are joining the live, be sure to say hello in the comments. I do see some people are joining, so welcome. We're talking about the one thing that you need to, the one thing that's keeping you from having more space and creativity in your business. And that one thing is systems. So two systems you should have in your business are lead generation and client onboarding. So we talked about lead generation. Now, client or onboarding is super important as well, because once you actually get that paying client, you want to make sure that you actually provide them with a great experience. So that way they'll start referring people to you, and then your pipeline will always be full and you'll never have an issue of getting new clients. So let's go ahead and talk about what goes into these actual systems, the different steps. So here is a lead generation example. So when you are generating leads for your business, they have 5 different stages that they go through. The first is they're going to be strangers to you. So within each of these 5 buckets or 5 squares that you see, each one of these is going to have their own individual workflows within them. But this is just, I'm giving you a, high level overview of what a lead generation example can be. So for example, when people are strangers to you, this is your visibility stage. This is when you are making yourself known online. It's when you're showing up on social media, you're showing up live, you're posting in groups, you're DMing people to make connections, you're inviting people to be in your community. Maybe you've started a Facebook group, because people are strangers to you. And so you have to attract them. And that is the first step in your lead generation, is getting them to see you and be involved in your community. Next is they're going to be visitors. So maybe they've been invited into your community, whether it's a literal, Facebook community, or they've followed you on Instagram, or they've liked your Facebook business page. And this is the stage where you're going to be providing, value to them, and they're going to be visiting your page and saying, oh, okay, this coach seems pretty cool, maybe I'll work with her one day. And at that point, you could even have something like freebies that you offer them, get them to opt into your email list, or get them to attend a webinar that you're hosting, get them to attend a live training that you're doing, anything to start nurturing them. Basically, the visitor stage is the nurturing stage. And like I mentioned before, within each of these buckets, there's different workflows that you can be using to get them from one stage to the next. But this is just the high level view of the system that you're going to be creating, so that it's something that's repeatable and will lead to you having more paid clients. So once they go from the visitor stage, then they move to the leads stage. And this is where maybe, after they've downloaded your freebie, you've contacted them to say, hey, are you interested in working together? Maybe you have an email nurture sequence that's going out to them, asking them to get on a call with you, get on a discovery call, etc. So that's that phase. Then you're leading them to your paid client stage, which is awesome because woohoo, new paid client. And then once they're a paid client, you move them to what's called the promoter stage. And that's where they're promoting your business and you're now getting referrals. And then you just repeat the cycle over and over. And so that is your lead generation system. You've come up with a way to get people introduced to you, how to be visible. Maybe you pick Instagram, and that's where you're going to be showing up the most, doing all your lives, connecting with new people, getting people into your community. Then you get them to be visitors, so consuming your content. Then you turn them into a lead. Now they're interested, and you're DMing them saying, hey, let's go ahead and get you on a discovery call. Then they turn into a paid client, and then they start referring you. And it's an awesome system, right? If you have any questions on that, let me know in the comments. Oh, and I have somebody here who says, hello from Idaho. I can't see your name. It just says Facebook user, just because I'm using the Restream and you have to give them permission and all this stuff. But I will definitely check who said that after. But hello from California. So glad you joined. So now let's go ahead and go to the next example, which is the client onboarding system. So these are, 7 different little buckets of the system that you're going to put your clients through every time you want to onboard them. So like I was mentioning before, it's so important to have a system in place for your client onboarding. So that way you follow the same steps every time and you don't miss anything, and it causes you to have less mental stress and you're going to be using less mental energy because you're going to know, oh, I have my system in place. Let me just check off each of these things. I know everybody got the same experience, and now I can just focus on delivering an amazing coaching session. So an example of, what a client onboarding system can look like, and mind you, this is just an example. Yours might look a little different, but generally speaking, these are the steps that go into it. First, you're going to send them an invoice, then they're going to pay the invoice. Then you send them a contract, then they sign that contract. Then, I should be highlighting. I forgot about that. Okay, I'm new to doing the whole sharing of the PowerPoint thing, so forgive me. So let me know in the comments also if you like the PowerPoint or if you prefer me to go back to just talking, but I was doing this for, the visual learners out there. So sending an invoice, the client pays, sending the contract, the client signs, then sending your welcome packet or, welcome materials. Then your client books a call for their first session. And then you can send them a questionnaire. So almost like an onboarding questionnaire, things that you need to know maybe before your first, I'm trying to get that thing to go away. Okay. Things you need to know before your first session. I know when I got when I hired my very first coach, she had me fill out a very in-depth welcome packet, and just filling out that welcome packet was so eye-opening because it makes your client start to think of things before you even get on the call with them. That's a whole side note, but I think it's important to send that questionnaire to start, having them open up their mind a little bit about the transformation you're about to have them, or you're about to coach them in. So I thought that was really cool of her. And so now that we know two of the systems that you should start implementing in your coaching business, which let's recap. So let me go back. The top systems that you can start implementing in your coaching business so that you can have more space and creativity to do other things like create your new coaching program or even just go on vacation. You want to start with lead generation and then a client onboarding system. And so once you have those systems in place, the next step for you is to create more time for yourself by either automating those systems or delegating steps in those systems. So, as you know, in this group, Paper Bell Society, automation made easy for coaches. I'm all about automating as much as you can, as soon as you can, so that you can create more time uh, in your business. And one way to do that is obviously with Paper Bell. For example, in that client onboarding system, let me go back to that. Paperbell is going to automate all of these steps. So right now, if you're not using Paperbell or something similar, you're doing all of these steps manually, which for a time is totally fine. Like when you're just getting started out, you're going to have to do everything manually, obviously, because you want to know all the steps so you're familiar with them and you can actually establish the things that you like to do as far as the experience that you want to deliver your client. And then you can move on to having actual tools that will automate it. So, for example, with Paperbell, you don't even have to create an invoice at all. All you do is create a package in Paperbell. It's your coaching package. Let's say you're selling a 90-day coaching package for $2,500. You're going to create a package that details all of that. You're going to send the link to your client. They're going to click on that, pay, and then it also connects with your contract. So once they pay, it's going to send them automatically to the next page, which is going to say, sign this contract. They're going to sign it. And then you can set up your workflow within Paperbell to either send them a welcome packet, have them complete a survey, all of that. And then finally, the last step would be for them to book their first coaching session with you. So all of that is done literally with you just sending one link, which is why I freaking love Paperbell. So, by the way, if you haven't gotten signed up with Paperbell, you can use my affiliate link, which I would appreciate. It's sha-dayjohnson.com/Paperbell. And also, when you use my affiliate link, I do provide a free client onboarding planner for you. Send me a DM to get details on how to get that. I basically just need to send you a link so it can be delivered to you. But if you use my link, you can go ahead and do that. I did have someone in the group saying, oh, I didn't use your link, but I do want that planner. And I do sell the planner as well. It's only $7. So if you want either one of those options, just send me a DM or write a comment in the group and I can get that over to you. But let's get back on track. So the client on Paperbell is going to help you to automate this whole client onboarding system, which is one of the reasons why I love it. So that is the live stream for the day. But if I have your permission, I would love to share with you your next steps as far as how to automate and delegate in your business if you're still not quite sure where to start with that, or if you want to do a deeper dive into it. So if you want to see my next slide, which is going to be an epic slide, stay on. Okay, and so I see the lovely user from Idaho, I'm assuming, says, yes, you have permission. Awesome. Thank you so much. Facebook user, I have a feeling maybe you're Carolyn, possibly, but I'm going to check after. If not, I apologize. But thank you so much. So if you want to learn how to go ahead and start learning what is possible to automate, what's possible to delegate, what you even should be doing, as far as those go, then you're gonna want to join my new mini course, which is called Simplify with Systems. Oh, I'm so excited about this because I created it with you in mind, and it's only $49. $49 to start learning how to leverage the power of tech tools and how to form a team by just starting with one virtual assistant, a VA, and I packed all of that into this mini course for you to learn how to simplify your life, get that space you need, get the creativity you need. And I'm going to share a different screen, which is going to show you the lessons that are included in this mini course. So let me go ahead and do that. There I am again. Okay, so let me share my other screen so you can know these lessons. I'm super excited to share them with you. So, no, that's not the right one. Here we go. Okay, so the lessons that are included in this training are one, making the decision, automate or delegate. Because obviously, not every single thing in your business can be automated. Some things are made better to delegate and vice versa. So, I take you through deciding which one is best. Lesson two is all about getting leads in the door with ease while you do other things, which is one of my favorite things to do. And like we just talked about, having a lead generation system is super important so you can keep your pipeline full and never have to wonder, oh my God, where's my next lead, my next client coming from? Lesson three is all about how to master your automatic marketing to nurture new prospects without working 24/7. So, we dive deep into some ways that you can make sure you're actually nurturing people who are coming into your audience while you're making yourself visible without you having to work, all day, every day. Lesson four is all about the simple scheduling systems so you can make signing new clients a breeze. You guys know I love a good automated scheduling system. It's going to make your life so much easier instead of going back and forth with DMs or what time zone are you in? What time are you available? And all that nonsense and drama. Lesson five is all about how to process payments and balance your books automatically. And I detail some systems that you can implement to get that automated because we want to keep our books up to date as amazing business women, right? Lesson six is all about how to keep your clients happy with a smooth and seamless client experience. I kind of gave a preview into that when I showed you the slide about the client onboarding system, because that's going to make your life more easy, and as well as your client's life. And it's going to lead to more referrals, which leads us into the last lesson, which is all about nurturing customers, old and new, without lifting a finger. So you have those referrals. And of course, the mini course also includes some bonuses. The first bonus is it comes with a course workbook. So it's a step-by-step detailed workbook, which includes some worksheets and prompts so you can start streamlining and automating your business right away. I also include my master tools list, which is full of all of the tech tools that I recommend to streamline and automate your business. In addition, of course, paper bills on there, but there's other options as well. And then I also included a 4-week action planner. This was super important to me because if you're like me, you might buy courses a lot and then not actually implement them. Let me know in the comments if you're guilty of that. Please, I cannot be the only one. But the 4-week action planner is where I broke down what you can be doing every single day for 4 weeks, if it even takes you 4 weeks. I broke it down and stretched it out a lot. You could obviously do this in just a week, maybe even a weekend, depending on how far along you are in your business. You might have some of these things already figured out, but I spread it out in 4 weeks so that it wouldn't be overwhelming, and so that you could actually start with baby steps. Because one thing I know about coaches, because I've talked to lots of you and I have a lot of coaching friends, you guys are busy. You have lots of clients, or you're, busy drumming up business, especially if you're in the beginning, you're hustling. And the last thing you want to do is spend 27 hours, taking a course. So that's why I created this little mini course and gave you a 4-week action planner so you can do little baby steps every day. And each day you're going to start feeling more at ease in your business. So those are the bonuses. And like I mentioned, it's only $49. And so you can get that by going to shadayjohnson.com/SWS, like simplify with systems, and go ahead and start simplifying your life with systems. So let me know if you have any questions about this in the comments, and I will be happy to answer them. I'm so happy that you joined me for this live stream. I'm going to be going live every Wednesday at 6 p.m. Pacific time. If you have any topics that you would like me to cover moving forward, anything about automation, anything about Paperbell, obviously, then just let me know in the comments. If you are watching this from a different platform like YouTube or my Facebook page and you have not gotten into the group yet, guess what? We just hit 50 members. Very exciting. Very exciting. So you definitely want to come and be a part of this amazing little intimate group of coaches. And the group is just for coaches, FYI. I try to screen everybody. No offense to the non-coaches, but I try to screen everybody because there's so many Facebook groups out there, and I personally was like, you know what? I just want a group just for coaches because those are my people. That's who I love. And so those are the only people that are going to be allowed in here. So if you haven't joined the Paperbell Society, go ahead and get in here. You can just search the Paperbell Society in Facebook, or you can go to shadayjohnson.com/group. But thank you so much for joining me for this live stream. Go ahead and get your hands or get enrolled in Simplify with Systems for just $49 today at shadayjohnson.com/SWS. And I will see you in the next live stream. Bye, beauties. See you later.